Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Tavares. I'm 33 years old and I work as an auditor. I'm back from my vacation. I went to Colombia for 1 week in October. So let's see what effects the extra spending has on my October net worth update. I'll be breaking down what went up, what went down, and the lessons I took away from this month's numbers. If you are interested in finance videos like these, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. My car went down in value by about $200 from $19,963 in September to $19,766 at the end of October. That's expected. Cars are depreciating assets, meaning they lose value over time. Here's the thing. Not every asset needs to go up in value. My car is a perfect example. Its main purpose is for my work. As an auditor, I'm often traveling to different client locations, and honestly, if it wasn't for work, I wouldn't even need a car. I think it's okay to own assets that lose value as long as they don't leave you living hand to mouth on a monthly basis. The key is to balance depreciating assets with assets that grow your wealth, like investments and savings. Use your depreciating assets strategically so they help you move closer to your bigger financial goals. Investment number 1, my trading 212 portfolio, had a nice little boost this month, going up by $195 from $1,516 to $1,711. That increase came from a $162 deposit I added, plus about $33 in gains from the stock market. It's a bit lower than the jump I saw from August to September, which was just over $200, but progress is progress. What matters is that I stayed consistent. I made my monthly deposit, which will help my portfolio grow and give my money more time to work. We just have to remind ourselves that the market will have ups and downs. But what really moves the needle over time is showing up every month and staying invested. If you want to follow my investment journey, please watch the videos on my channel of my Trading 212 portfolio update. Investment number 2 is steady at $299 for the last 2 months. Over the last 2 months, I was preparing for my October vacation trip to Colombia, and then in September, I had to pay for my professional exam I will be sitting in December. I need to get back on track to funding this account, so let's see how November will go. This account is actually part of my emergency fund, and its main purpose is to keep up with inflation rather than generate big returns. My retirement fund grew by about $142, moving from $2,597 to $2,740. This one's on autopilot, since a fixed amount from my salary goes into it every month. My savings account grew by just $9 this month, bringing the total to $549 at the end of October. As I said before, my extra funds went toward vacation and exam planning, so I didn't add to savings in October. The goal right now is to build up my emergency fund, combining investment number 2 and my savings to reach at least $1,000 in total. I'm currently about $152 away from that target, and I should reach it by the end of November, so stay tuned. My current account is sitting at $595. This is where my salary gets deposited each month, and I've already used it to cover my major expenses like rent and my car loan. The remaining balance is what I'll be using for spending in November. On top of that, I have about $41 in cash on hand at the end of October. So overall, my total assets increased by about $247 in October. In my September net worth video, I mentioned that I wanted to push my total assets growth above $400. So clearly, I didn't hit that target this month. And that's okay, because I thoroughly made amazing memories on my trip to Colombia. Not every month I will hit all my financial goals, and that's completely normal. The important thing is to track my progress, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Now let's move on to the liabilities. The only debt I have is my car loan, which dropped by $117 at the end of October, compared to a $401 reduction in September. I didn't make any extra payments this month like I did in September, just my regular monthly payment of $332. Out of that payment, about $215 went toward interest and $117 reduced the principal. When you add it all together, assets minus liabilities, my net worth went from $5,062 at the end of September to $5,426 at the end of October. That's an increase of about $363, which is lower than the $777 growth I saw in September. Net worth growth will naturally fluctuate month to month. Some months are bigger, some smaller, but the key is staying consistent, tracking your progress, and learning from each month. Even smaller increases still move you closer to your long-term financial goals. And that wraps up my October 2025 net worth update. Overall, it was an okay month by my standards. My assets grew and my debt went down. The key takeaway for me is consistency matters more than perfection. Some months will be bigger than others, but as long as I keep tracking, investing, and making intentional financial decisions, I am moving in the right direction. If you enjoyed this update, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below. I'd love to hear how your financial journey is going and what goals you're working toward. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.